Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kalisha and I am the owner of Mane of Opulence. And over here we specialize in luxury hair extensions and glueless wigs. And today I am going to show you guys how I install a glueless wig. I did start her off with a shampoo and condition, and then we went ahead and braided her hair down. I prefer to braid the hair straight back. I just feel like it lays flatter. And then also I did use our glueless grip band, which can be found on our website. And this wig was made by me. It is, I think, 4 bundles of 24-inch, and then because I did have to add the layers, y'all, it is a lot shorter. And I did pluck the hairline off camera. So I'm just taking my hot comb, and then I did use a little bit of my silken mist, sprayed it on the hairline, and now I'm just hot combing it back. Remember to use the back of the hot comb. That is how you're going to get the hair flat. And y'all, look how good and seamless this looks, and the lace is still on and it's still grown out of her scalp. So if y'all guys are looking for a glueless wig and you need something that you can throw on and go, make sure to check out maneofopulence.com. So when it comes to defining the part, I never pluck the part. I just make sure to bleach the knots well, and then I use a little bit of makeup and I go down the center of the part, and then I follow up with some black spray to just define it more. And this honestly is optional. Some people prefer to pluck their parts, some people prefer to use makeup. I just like my clients to be able to have their wigs for a long time, and I feel like if you're plucking the lace, it's gonna shed already, and I feel like it speeds up that process. So now we are on to cutting the lace. I did start off cutting it down the middle, and then you want to make sure that you are cutting in a zigzag motion. You guys are going to be able to see it more on the right side, but you want to cut it, or the left side. You guys are going to cut it in a zigzag motion. That way it's going to be undetectable. If you guys were to cut that lace straight across, you're going to see that line of demarcation. That's what you do not want. And as y'all can see, baby, it is growing from her scalp. Y'all cannot tell me this is not her hair. So she was going to a gala, so she wanted her wig to be extra secure. So we did go ahead and use my melt mist spray just to add that extra layer of security. Her lace was already melted, but this just gave it that extra melt. And what I like to do is just use a little bit at a time, spray it onto the lace and dab it and move that product around. And then I like to go in with the blow dryer to make sure that everything is blow dried down. And then you guys, you have to make sure that there's no hair under that lace. If there is hair under the lace, you're going to be able to see that mark of like you're going to be able to see where her lace is. Okay, so kind of just make sure all of the hair is combed backwards, and you guys see me pulling and tacking her lace down, and then going with that blow dryer on cool. Make sure everything is dry before you add your melting band. So now we're gonna go ahead and blow dry the hair. Her hair was a little bit damp because I did wash it, so I just like to blow dry it. But then also because we're gonna curl it, I always like to go in and get those waves or whatever texture is in the hair out of the hair by blow drying it as much as possible. And then make sure when you guys are adding heat that you are not using the highest setting, especially when you are working with colored or highlighted hair. So now we are onto the curl. So I'm using my T3 body waver. Honestly, you guys, I did go in and actually recurl this, and I did use my 1.5 T3. So you just want to make sure you're curling away from the face. Depending on what look you're going for, we're going for more like a blowout look. So not really curls, but just like a blowout look. So I think I am on the right side of her head. So the hair is coming out of the bottom of the barrel, you guys. You have to make sure that you're curling away from the face. And it's all in the wrist, like I told you guys. Take your time. And this barrel, I'm not gonna lie, is a little bit harder to use, but you'll get it down. Just take your time and make sure, like I said, that you are curling away from the face. And then I am pinning the curls as I'm going, just to make sure that the little wave that it does have is gonna hold, okay? And if you have not liked and subscribed, make sure to go ahead and like and subscribe. Once we reach our 1K subscriber goals, we will be doing a free giveaway for 3 bundles of our raw Indian hair. And then if you're local, you can also be able to win a free install. So make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are sharing this video, and make sure y'all are subscribing. So we're just going to continue this all the way to the top of the head, and now we are on the left side, so the hair is coming out of the top of the barrel. Now I forgot to mention, when I got to like the bang part, because it is so short, I did use a smaller barrel. I think it was the middle one in the T3 trio set. I don't remember what size it was, you guys, but it was a way smaller barrel than this one, and that's because I wanted that bang piece to actually have more of a curl or wave to it, and because the hair is shorter, you need a smaller barrel for it to actually hold. If I was to curl it with this body waver, it would literally just fall. So yeah, and just continue to keep doing this all the way to the top. So right here, you're gonna start to see me use the smaller barrel for these last 2 or 3 curls. And as you can see, this barrel is a lot smaller than the body waver, which is good, especially for the front, because the front is short. So I just use this size on, I think it's like the last 2 to 3 curls at the top. And then the remaining of the head, I do use the bigger ones. I was trying to get like that perfect face frame look, like when the hair falls in the front. So I did just use like 2 pins and a little bit of holding spray, and then I went ahead and took out the pins one by one. And then I like to comb everything to the back, and then we're gonna push everything forward. So you guys can definitely see those layers as I'm combing everything to the back. I don't know why I like to curl it to the back. I think it just gives it a different look when you push everything to the front. But look how good that looks, you guys. I did eventually end up going back in and using a smaller barrel though. I used a 1.5 barrel, and I did go in and recurl it and kind of play with it a little bit more. But this was the end result. Make sure you guys like and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you guys have any tutorials that you want to see, make sure to go ahead and drop those down in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. When it comes to doing hair and getting the look that I want. So you guys, she stayed here for about like an extra 20 minutes, and I just played in her hair to make sure that it was exactly how I wanted it to look. Hair is like one of those things where you just kind of have to play with it and fix it to your liking or to your client's liking. But yes, this was a wig made from me, maneofopulence.com, and it can actually be found on my website. So make sure you guys check that out and use the code YouTube to get your $25 off.